Hey, everybody, and welcome into the Lake Martin Sports Roundup Show presented by JR Sports Bar and Grill. Brett Pritchard and Adam Blankenship here with you for the next hour. And, Adam, good to see you, my man. Again, the way we switch things up and all. It's been a while since I've been up here, but glad to be up here, and good to see you. And we'll talk some high school football and some stuff around this area. Glad to have some really good guests on once again up here at JR Sports Bar and Grill. Hagen Vickers, who is now the women's softball coach at Horseshoe High School. Glad to have her here. We'll talk to her and have her up here. We've got Dave Jennings, the men's golf coach at Central Alabama Community College. He brought a couple of his guys with him tonight, and we'll be able to talk to those guys as they are in their fall season. They get ready to kind of get warmed up for the spring season and make another run at a national championship. So we'll talk about all that. Plus, here in this opening segment, we'll talk about some of the football games from this past week, and then kind of set the stage later on in the program, Adam, for some games around this area. There'll be some really big games coming up. Can you believe Week 4 already?
It's crazy, and that's what I've told everybody in the past.
Man.
Like, the time is just flying by. It's amazing. And next thing you know, it'll be Super 7 time, and then season's over with.
Technically, it's Week 5.
I know.
I mean, if you went Week 0, and then now you look at it's just crazy how fast this season is moving by. But we'll kind of recap. I thought the Wildcats had a great win on the road against Chelsea. Won that game 27-0. I think the defense is the name of this game for the Wildcats so far early in the season. They've played two really tough opponents in Central Clay, defeated them 28-14, and then Pelham, who is much improved, one of the better quarterbacks I've seen, Adam, in a while, really was able to run the mesh read option pretty well, kept us on our heels. We had to make a defensive play late to turn the football over, hold on to win 35-28, and then we go on the road to beat Chelsea 27-0. So 3 really quality wins to start this football season. Yeah,
definitely. And it's great to see the Wildcats playing the way they are. Everyone kind of expected their defense to be really good, but, I mean, I think we're kind of getting a little bit more than what people were bargaining for with that. And Landon County had a big touchdown pass this past weekend, too, deep ball. So it's nice to see them open offense up a little bit and be able to do that when they need to, because they're going to have to with this offensive scheme that we're running.
They are, and, we'll talk about Opelika a little bit later on, but we all know what that means to this school this week.
It's Bulldog Week.
It's Bulldog Week, and Randy said it the other day. It's a rivalry game, but it hadn't been much of a rivalry here lately. But we've got to win our fair share to continue to make it a rival. And I think we're really, really in good position this coming up Friday at home to notch a win and improve to 4-0. And it's going to take a valiant effort. And this is a team that went to the state championship game last year and fell short to a very good Ramsey team. They've got a lot of returning players back, but they lost a lot of guys too. So they've struggled offensively in their first few games. I know if you look at the scores, doesn't really show that, but they did lose to Auburn High School. They come back and they play a Chilton County team that, Tal Morrison went over there from Benjamin Russell's trying to build that program up. And then, they did get a quality win against Smith Station, but Smith Station right now is showing that they're not stopping anybody. So
crazy.
I don't know
what's going on there.
Opelika.
Do you think the Smith Station thing kind of puzzles me a little bit? Do you think the kids are going to Central? Is that what's happening there?
Yeah, I mean,
because Smith Station's usually put together pretty good football teams.
I think they're the seventh largest school in the state. I mean, they're a massive high school, and they really haven't been able to get it going the last couple of years. A few years ago, they went to Opelika and won a game that was like, I can't remember, it was like 10-9, or it was a defensive game. They went undefeated in the regular season, went like 3 rounds deep in the playoffs, but really since then they've struggled and kind of gone downhill. I don't know if anybody has an answer for what's going on over there, but the bigger question is I don't think we know what Opelika's got right now. So I think we'll know a lot more about ourselves on Friday night, and I think we'll find out a little bit more about what Opelika's made up of this year. So big game Friday night at the Sportsplex that we'll talk about. But we'll go ahead and take our first break here, Adam. We come back, we'll have Hagen Vickers up here, the head softball coach at Horseshoe Bend High School, to talk about her new role and the team coming up this year and what her expectations are for the General. Stay tuned. More of the Lake Martin Sports Roundup Show coming your way right after this.
A1 Four Seasons, a division of Jackson Refrigeration, is Central Alabama's Alabama Power Superior Solutions dealer. With the summer months approaching, the temperatures are rising, and so will your power bill if you don't have one of the latest 410A heat pumps. With R22 Freon prices on the rise, now is the time to make the switch to a new, more efficient unit that will save you hundreds of dollars on your yearly power bill. Call A1 Four Seasons at 256-234-4457.
So you want to build a home? Build the home you want with America's Home Place. Choose from over 150 floor plans, then personalize. Tile backsplash with granite countertops? Done. A spacious bathroom you've always dreamed of? You got it. Choose every detail, floors, cabinets, even the paint color.
How about electric lime?
Can't decide? Relax. At America's Home Place, we take care of it all. It's your home. Own it. America's Home Place.
Main Street Family Urgent Care.
Relief has a new address in Alexander City. Main Street Family Urgent Care is now open across from Walmart on Highway 280. From cuts, broken bones, strep throat, and flu, they can help you heal and feel better fast. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 on Saturday, and 1 to 6 on Sunday.
Main Street Family Urgent Care. Heal better, feel better fast.
We have a promise to keep with this community, our pledge of respect for your family and your needs in every funeral arrangement.
A funeral is a time that calls for consideration.
For that reason, we won't consider anyone else.
For a full range of funeral services with sensitivity, compassion, and respect, call Radney Funeral Home at 256-234-2511 or Langley Funeral Home at 256-896-2571. Your hometown funeral homes.
If you're seeing the American cockroach, throw up the red flag. Ladybugs, throw up the red flag. Ants and swarming termites, throw up the red flag. And kudzu bugs, throw up the red flag. That's Red Flag Pest Control. So the caution is on. Call Red Flag Pest Control today.
I'm Scott Davis with Red Flag Pest Control, celebrating our 10th anniversary. Call me today, 256-825-0430.
At U.S. AmeriBank, there's something very different at the heart of what we do and who we are. It's a spirit that also defines our neighbors, local businesses, and communities. Building on our 116-year history in Alabama, U.S. AmeriBank provides something found nowhere else: craft banking. It's an unwavering commitment to handcrafted banking solutions that turns customers into enthusiastic fans. Visit usameribank.com or your local branch to discover the U.S. AmeriBank difference. U.S. AmeriBank. Banking on values. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back into Lake Martin Sports Roundup. I'm your host, Adam Blankenship. Brett's kind of stepped down a little bit. We're going to bring some of our first guests in tonight, and we're honored to have the new head coach of the Horseshoe Bend General softball team, Hagen Vickers. Hagen, how are you doing tonight?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Now let's talk a little bit. How did I remember you were teaching at Benjamin Russell.
Yes.
How did the head softball job kind of come into play?
Well, you know, I left to go be a flight attendant for a little while, right?
Did not.
No, okay, yeah. So that's
actually I did.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Okay. But no, that was kind of like a spur of the moment, like job opportunity. So this time last year, if you would have told me that I was going to be back at Horseshoe Bend, I'd probably been like, no, you're crazy. But so I just found out that they had a science job open, and I applied for it, and Mr. Allner said, hey, would you be interested in helping with softball? I said, of course. And he ended up coming back to me later, and he was like, what about being the head coach? I said, okay, why not? So
wow. So I'm guessing that's kind of I guess you may not have saw yourself in that role, but you played softball at Horseshoe Bend, so I'm sure that's kind of like a ideal situation, almost a dream job kind of way.
Kind of, yeah. I said I wouldn't leave the flight attendant gig, only for the right job. And so when I got offered the job at Horseshoe Bend, I said, okay, this is it. This is time to come home. And you know, being back at Horseshoe Bend is kind of surreal, and it is nice. It really is. You have not more of a sense of pride, but it is something you do take a lot of pride in.
Yeah, definitely. Coming up, playing in that system, everything, it's kind of your chance now to take that and make it yours. So what are some of the things that you're going to do and you're going to try to implement into the program?
Well, right now, we're just going to kind of pick up I don't know if you remember, but my mom was the head softball coach at Horseshoe Bend, too.
I knew that.
So I feel like a lot of things that she did now I'll mimic, only because it's one of those things that I saw it worked. And I've talked about with my assistant coach, Brandon. She actually played under Coach Shivers at CACC as well. So I feel like we're going to take a little bit of him with us too. So it's going to kind of be molded into a combination of things.
But that's exciting. I didn't realize your mother was a coach there too, so it's kind of in the bloodline, I guess. It's going to be nice to kind of use her for questions and how she directed things, right?
Yeah, and, she works for the High School Athletic Association too, so there's already been a couple times that I've been like, hey, Mom, so what do I need to have done, And so she's awesome, so I do appreciate that.
Well, before we go back into coaching, let's talk about your flight attendant stuff. Did you get a chance to travel the world a little bit? Did you see some nice places or what?
Yeah, I did. I got to go to Brazil and London and Barcelona, and I hit about every big city in the United States.
Wow, so I guess every day was a new place, or every other day pretty much a new place?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, that's nice. And it's good that it brought you back here, brought you back home, got you back in the classroom. And getting you back on the softball field. So I'm sure that's really exciting too.
It is, and I've said ever since I came back, I was like, I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity, because now I can bring all of that back with me, and it did make me appreciate home so much more. So that's kind of nice.
I can imagine. So let's talk a little bit about, I'm not sure how much time you've had to kind of dive into the team for this upcoming season. You are replacing Kenzie Blassingame, who's probably one of the best pitchers in the state, who's going on to pitch at Troy this upcoming season. So have you had a chance to look into the roster and kind of see what you guys have lined up yet?
A little bit, yeah. We actually have tryouts coming up in 2 weeks. I was kind of hoping to do it a little later, but, at a small school, those girls are dispersed everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and knock out tryouts. But I did actually get to come and watch some of their postseason play last year at the state tournament. So I kind of know a little bit about the girls. So I'm excited about that. And like you said, we did lose Kinsley, but I'm really excited because that gives these girls the opportunity to step up and, make this theirs and be able to say, okay, well, how is the dynamic of the team going to change? Where can I step up and be the leader, or what can I do to make things better? So I'm really excited about that. It gives them an opportunity to kind of branch out.
So I have to ask you, are you going to be a little bit nervous going into the season? I mean, you're the guy. You're the guy. You're the main person in charge now. This is your team. So how excited are you, and how nervous are you?
I'm really excited, but like you said, there are some days, like right now, I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, okay, do I have everything done? This is my responsibility now. And it is like, there are some days that I feel like I have everything together and ready to go. And then other days I'm like, okay, did I forget to do that? But it's really exciting. And it's one of those things that I can't wait to get my hands on and kind of see where it's going to go. So I am excited.
Well, that's really good. And let's talk a little bit about your coaching staff. You mentioned that Brandon's going to be she your assistant coach. Is that right?
Yes, Brandon Bynum. Okay. She is originally from Dadeville, and she too played at CACC and then graduated from Auburn. So she has just now. I can't remember where she was teaching prior, but she just got a job at Horseshoe Bend as well. This is her first year back in Tallapoosa County as well. So it's both of us new together first year, so we're really excited.
That is exciting too, because you do have someone that's around your same age too that can kind of bounce ideas off of, and you've both seen it on the high school and collegiate level and everything, how everything should work. So that's going to be exciting. We're looking forward to following you guys this upcoming spring. We'd love to have you on, bring some more of the players up here before the season starts, or after tryouts, whenever's best. Contact us, let us know, and let's show some of these girls some love and know that everyone here in Alex City and surrounding areas are supporting them.
Definitely, I would love to bring someone back, and I know they would love to be anytime they get to be, the center of attention. Yeah, they love it. So.
Well, definitely. There you have it. That's Hagen Vickers, the new head coach for the Horseshoe Bend General softball team. Looking forward to catching up with her this season and learning more about what she's going to do in her first year as head coach. So, Hagen, once again, thank you for coming out, and we'll be right back with you more on the Lake Martin Sports Roundup right after this.
Ask what makes it the best 3 Series ever, and we'll tell you it has more advanced suspension and steering, or even more control of the road. And it's near perfectly balanced to put performance first. But ask if we're aware the competition mimics us just to keep up? No comment. The BMW 3 Series.
Visit BMW of Columbus on Whittlesey Boulevard or shop bmwofcolumbus.com.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Whether it's a dream house or corporate real estate, Concrete has the skill, expertise, and talent to exceed your expectations. Trust Concrete to build a foundation for your future. Our work ethic and dedication are always in keeping the competition on their toes. We specialize in residential and commercial development in the Coosa, Talladega, and Shelby County areas. Call us today for your next project, 256-245-4211, or check us out on the web at con-crete.com.
If you've ever wanted a Lexus, now is your opportunity at the Reinhardt Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, the time of the year to get savings on the Lexus you want. With extra inventory, the selection is better than ever on the most popular models. Save thousands with low monthly payments and special financing. Get 0% APR on the ES for 60 months. At Reinhardt Lexus, an opportunity like this only knocks once a year. So find your Lexus today at Reinhardt Lexus, where you'll feel like family.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
If you've been putting off that new heating and air unit in your home because of the upfront expenses, Williams Plumbing of Alexander City now has primary financing from Synchrony and can now install brand new heating and cooling systems with zero down, longer terms, and a competitive rate. Call Williams Plumbing at 256-329-8488 and get a free quote and terms and upgrade up to $35,000 in work with approved credit. Williams Plumbing stands behind their work with on-time affordable service for all your heating and air needs, as well as plumbing for zero down financing and great service. Williams Plumbing.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Lake Martin Sports Roundup Show presented by JR Sports Bar and Grill. I want to encourage everybody, no matter what night of the week it is, to come up to JR Sports Bar and Grill, hang out. Great food, great times. There's a football game on about every night, it seems like now, college or pro. So come up here to JR's on Saturdays and catch all the great actions on the TVs up here. But at this time, I want to thank Dave Jennings. He's been on the show a bunch, so I want to tell him thanks for coming up here tonight. Got a couple of your players that we'll talk to here in just a little bit. But Dave, it's another year, man. It's come around quicker and quicker, don't they?
It, man. Someone stole my summer. I'm ticked off about it.
I've been
meaning to talk
the last 3 or 4 of mine, so I don't even know what that is anymore.
But yeah, it was a short summer, but excited about this year, Brett. We've got 9 really good guys that are energetic about making something special happen. And the 2 guys that are coming on tonight had a good tournament up at Coleman. We played Wallace State's tournament, and we were on the edge of Irma. And so we got it was so odd. We had a shotgun start. We started at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock it started raining. And then we had a little break somewhere in the evening. And so we were excited that we were in second place after the first 2 rounds. And we were kind of excited, well, we might have a nice dry day. On the way to the golf course, it starts raining again on Tuesday. And these guys got soaked again. But these 2 played very well. And I had 3 freshmen with us. And you know, they didn't play their best. I saw some a couple of good scores, but what I really saw that I liked is that they tried really hard. They never gave up. They never hung their head, and so that shows me a lot.
Yeah, that's one thing that, every team is different. Every team has its own personality. You have opportunity in the fall to kind of kind of play your guys and kind of see what you're going to be facing in the spring. I know you guys qualify. I want you to tell everybody a little bit about the process. You got 9 guys on the team, but how do you determine who goes and plays in the tournament?
Well, I do it differently than what your university coaches will do. The university coaches, for the most part, they'll do a semi-qualifier, but they know who they want to take. I think in a 2-year school, it's my job to showcase the guys.
Sure.
And so, I'm not going to say, hey, I like you, I like you, I like you. My job is to set them out there, give them a platform to show what they can do, and then the top 5 every week goes. In this case, with the 2 guys that are coming up, they finished in the top 5. If guys finish in the top 5 of a tournament, then they're exempt for the next tournament. So these 2, but they're going to be still in qualifiers to stay on the edge. But the qualifiers that they'll be in won't be to go to the tournament. They'll be at the next tournament.
There's nothing wrong with competition. It keeps everybody sharp. And, you can have a great quarterback on your team in high school or college, but it's always good to know that you got somebody back there pushing him in case he wants to get a little lax or whatever. So competition never hurts, especially when you're qualifying and trying to figure out a little friendly inter-team competition to see who gets to go play these tournaments.
I mean, if you can get your team to be extremely competitive internally, when you go out, it's the competition's not that tough. You got something pretty special.
That's it.
But these guys are really working hard. I haven't had a guy. I don't think we've had anybody to show up late for practice. And we go up and down the road for qualifiers too. We go down to Auburn, play Moores Mill and AU Club quite a bit. Saugahatchee, go to Montgomery Country Club. But we mostly are obviously at Willow Point.
Sure.
And we still haven't gotten out to Farm Links this year though for a qualifier. But we'll make it up there. But golly, the golf courses this year are in such great shape because of all the rain. I mean, the bad part about all that rain we had this summer, the golf course is in great shape. But these guys are working really hard. The 2 guys that are coming in are sophomores, and they are getting some good D1 looks too, which is awfully nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why we're here. We're to showcase them so that they can move on to a bigger and better school than what they possibly could have gotten out of high school.
Sure, yeah, and they want to be here and compete and help us try to win a national championship, but all the while trying to maneuver themselves into a D1 position to go on and play. And we've had a ton of guys to do that in the past, and this program's got a long storied history. I don't think sometimes we really – and I told you this today. We had the team picture down at Willow Point. I told you this today. I don't think we, and I include all of us here, do a good enough job of showcasing what a great college we have here at in this city and how nationally renowned it is athletically. And, and to encourage people to own this program and own all of our programs, we know that you guys recruit kids from all over the place. They could be from anywhere, but they make this their home for a couple of years when they come here, and they make a commitment. And, we've got a great community here that loves athletics.
Right.
Baseball, softball, women's tennis, and golf. And we just want to encourage people to, check the schedules online. Come to the college and watch some of our games. Figure out where, we're going to be close in a golf match. And if you're a big golf fan, come and watch some of our guys, get to know them. They would love to have that interaction. Some come from far away, and they're looking for a little bit more of a one-on-one interaction with people.
Well, let me bring up 2 points. I'll tell you what was great this last year. And Brett, you and I haven't been on air for a while, but this last year, not only did we win 4 tournaments and our region championship, but we were also team academic national championship.
That's huge.
We were, that means all 9 of my guys with their combined GPAs beat out Division I, Division II, and Division III all across the nation. When we go to nationals, we take our 5 best guys and we compete against 21, 22 schools.
Yeah.
What we did is we took all 9 of our guys and we beat out every school in the United States, and that was awesome. Another point that's kind of interesting this year, Brett, is that all my freshmen are from Alabama. That has never, ever, ever happened, but that's a sign of what we have got in the state of Alabama some tremendous golf instructors that get them fired up, and we also have some great junior tours where these guys can earn a lot of experience. When I went up to state junior up in Scottsboro this summer, boy, the level of golf has just, in Alabama for juniors, has just grown incredibly. And you know, that not only pleases me, but, you know, Auburn, Alabama, South Alabama, all the colleges and universities across our state are just, you know, they don't have to travel as far. They're not having to go to Europe like they always did, or go to Georgia, go to Florida. You know, we're finding some great players in our backyard.
I was going to bring that up, and you kind of led that in and had a good segue about recruiting to this program. I mean, obviously, recruiting to programs are different. You know, each school has their own history, some not so good, some really great.
Right.
You happen to coach at a program that you played for and has a tremendous history of being championship, you know, winning championships and being, you know, in the hunt every year.
Right.
Well, I'll use an Alabama football reference right now. You know, Nick Saban has such a great program going, and the way he's got it, it's easy to want to go play for Alabama.
That's
you
right.
know, and when you win at the rate they do, you know, you want to be part of something. If you're good enough to play there, you want to be part of that. Well, I think that's kind of a situation with us. But why don't you tell everybody about the recruiting process a little bit? I know we got to get to a break here in just a minute, but tell everybody a little bit about your recruiting process and how you target who you want to go after.
Well, it's kind of neat. Once again, like you said, because of the history of the program, the tradition of the program, two different things are to my benefit. Number one, I normally get about 3 dozen, 4 dozen, maybe even more than that, resumes a week from just all over the United States and, you know, in Europe and South Africa.
So you're constantly getting a line of those guys coming in.
Absolutely. And so, you know, I use that for a little bit, but, you know, good players, past players are my best recruiters. And so, you know, they know my style and the chemistry of our program and Alexander City and CACC. And so they say, hey, this guy's going to be a good fit. They'll also turn around and say, hey, yeah, he's a pretty good player, but he's not going to be a good fit.
He's not going to jihad with your program.
No,
so.
and you know, that's so important. Whenever you have some people that just don't fit into the chemistry, this is an awesome place. But you know, you get somebody who wants that university surroundings. That's not where we're about.
That's
you know,
right.
We're not partying. I mean, you know, we all get along. We all have a good time, but we're not major parties. It's not about
business.
The frat house.
Well, that's good. And I know again the goal for them to come here, be successful, be seen, and move on to the next level. And we've again had a lot of golfers do that. But Dave, we'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll bring some of your guys up here. We'll probably bring them up one at a time and just talk to them and individually. And we might ask you to stay up here with us and talk to them as well. Maybe you can kind of shed some light on some of their things, because I know a lot of times guys get up here and it's tough to brag on yourself.
Right.
So it's a little bit easier when your coach is up here. But we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have more with the Central Alabama Community College golf team right after this.
Now is the best time to see the good guys the locals know, Alex City Marine. With last year being our best year yet, Landau Pontoons has increased Alex City Marine's allocation of Landaus for the 17 season. Our Suzuki outboard selections are at an all-time high. Alex City Marine is now also Lake Martin's exclusive Manitou pontoon dealer with a full line of the luxurious Manitou Tri-Tune with patented V-Tune technology for top performance. Get the best selection now of Landau and Manitou pontoons. Alex City Marine, Lake Martin.
At A&M Plumbing, you can count on us for dependable, quality service. Our staff is professional, neat, clean, and courteous. We're a fully licensed and insured plumbing company. Call on A&M Plumbing for any plumbing, sewer, or septic problems. We provide a comprehensive line of plumbing repair and installation services to keep your home's plumbing systems in top order. When you need plumbing service, call on the professionals at A&M Plumbing. Service at its best, when you need it most.
Whether it's a walk-off home run, a game-winning touchdown, or a buzzer beater, make sure Jay's Sports Grill is in your lineup. Located in downtown Sylacauga and a short drive from Highway 280, Jay's has the food you're looking for. Whether it's wings, fingers, burgers, or salads, they have it all. Come bring your family for a great meal, come hang out with your friends for the big game, or call them at 256-207-0700 to place your order. Make sure Jay's Sports Grill is in your lineup.
Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is the Lake Martin area's complete automotive solution. At Walls, you'll find a dedicated staff offering top quality service from routine maintenance to a full engine overhaul and everything in between. Brian Walls and the folks at Walls Tire are local folks that you know, and they provide the best service, always at a fair price. Find out what the rest of the Lake Martin area already knows. Walls Tire is the Lake Martin area's complete automotive solution. Just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Welcome back into Lake Martin Sports Roundup. Adam Blankenship joined now with head coach of the Central Alabama Community College golf team, Dave Jennings, and also one of his sophomore golfers, Jake. You said Jake. What is your last name?
Maples.
Jake Maples. And
Yeah.
where are you from?
McDonough, Georgia, just south of Atlanta.
Okay, McDonough, Georgia. So what was it that brought you to CACC to play golf with Coach Jennings?
Just some connections back home, and then brought me over for a visit and play 18 at Willow Point. You can't turn it down.
I'm telling you, that's the truth, right? It's one of the nicest venues in the state for sure. So I guess it is a perk to have the opportunity to play there a good bit. What are some of the things that you've learned over your time period here at CACC?
Just how to practice is the main thing. Just having a game plan when you go into practice and just getting better every day.
How often do you practice? Because I know if I don't play for like a couple days, it's just terrible.
We don't let that happen.
Yeah, every day.
It's not that bad, though.
All
Right?
day.
I'm sure the way that you practice golf is different than how I practice golf.
Yeah.
So.
But, there's a difference between warming up and then practicing.
Yeah.
And these guys put some time in, that's for sure. He's very dedicated.
Well, with that being said, take me through like your, take me through a practice. How are you started out? What are some of the things that you kind of key on, you work on?
I get there at 1:30. I chip always first. Right when I get there, I chip for about 30 minutes, putt for 30 minutes, hit balls for an hour, and then probably go play. And if I'm not playing, I'll go back and chip some more and work on my putting.
What would you say is your strongest, I guess, what would you say is the strongest part of your game?
Probably my short game. I like to miss greens, so I have to have a good one.
He doesn't really like to. It just happens. It just happens.
Yeah.
Well, if I could hit the greens probably half as often as you do, then I think I'll be tickled with it, to be honest with you, because my game's terrible.
Adam, when I was out this last week, it was really unique, and it was a lot of fun to watch. But, I've got to watch after 5 guys, so I don't get to see him all day. Every time I looked up, he's making a putt. Last year, every time I looked up, he was leaving one short. But this year, this tournament, every time I looked up, and I am not kidding, he holds it out, and he played extremely well. And he ended up finishing 5th place.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
That's
wasn't a bad start. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Talk to us a little bit about this past spring, about the season you had. Did you improve the way that you wanted to? Did you have the season that you were looking to have, or what'd you learn?
I had a really good spring season up until kind of postseason. I was doing really well, and I actually got my first win. But I just, I kind of went downhill towards postseason. But I know better now.
Well, let's talk about that win that you had. How exciting was that? What tournament was that? Talk to us more about that.
It was called the Spring Fling.
Ron Marshall Spring Fling.
Yeah, up at Goose Pond.
In Scottsboro.
It actually was a playoff. And it was pretty. It was pretty.
This was, I think, his first one.
Yeah, it was my first playoff.
Really? So, were you pretty much shaking on the tee box?
Yeah. Not on the tee box. On the putting.
On the putt,
yeah,
that's the whole part right there.
Let me just paint this picture. Okay, he's tied with this other fellow. And I'm not going to say what school he's from. Anybody wants to look it up, they can. But this other kid, he gets up and he blocks it to the right, and he's kind of in the tree line. Jake pipes it right down the heart, probably close to 300. The other kid, he kind of bumps it out and gets it out in front of the green. Jake hits it about 12, 14 feet behind the hole. Yeah. And so I was with Jake, and this other kid, he's right in front of the green, and he kind of chili dips it. And so he barely gets it on the green. And I'm saying, oh my gosh, this we got this made. This is a nice short playoff. Jake meant to kind of just nestle that golf ball down, but it was kind of lifting off of ground when it passed the hole, and it ended up going by as far as the putt that he just had. And so this other kid felt, oh my gosh, I got new life. Well, he misses his putt. Well, we got it straight up the hill 10 feet, and Jake was putting pretty well that day. Well, this sucker goes flying by about 5 or 6 feet, and it looks like, oh my gosh, here we go. And this guy, the guy he's playing against, his eyes start getting bigger, and he gets a little happier. Well, Jake makes the toughest putt he could possibly make. He ends up making that same downhiller for bogey to tie. Yeah. So we go to the next hole, and Jake makes par, and the other kid made bogey, but he did win. But it just showed a lot of, he had some nerves. He wasn't scared, though.
Yeah.
He had some nerves.
So how were you able to gather yourself after that first playoff hole? Were some of the nerves kind of come off then because you were, I guess, comfortable into the playoff situation, or what?
For sure. They it's kind of like, all right, that he just handed you a present there. Now you better go make par or better.
It's time to go ahead and get the win. So that's awesome. There, I mean, there's not many guys I can say they win tournaments and everything. So that's congratulations on that.
Thank you.
We were talking off air a little bit. I didn't realize there was a spring season and a fall season. Talk to me about, is there a difference in the seasons or just?
Well, years ago when I played, we just had the one season, but we would play some matches, just one-on-one with different colleges. But no, it is year-round. It's year-round. It's and the tournaments that these, of course, now this is not with school, but the tournaments that these guys, they end up paying out of pocket and traveling. And Jake was on the road quite a bit, playing in some fairly high-profile tournaments this summer. But we start practice August 15th. Our first tournament can be 1st of September. We go to November 15th and then get away from the ugly coach for a month and a half. And then they start back again January 10th, and we go to Nationals, which goes into the middle of May.
So it's year-round all the time?
It is year-round. I think you're kind of – the wire's kind of choking that out. Yeah, just a little bit.
So it's basically a year-round thing, which is good, I guess, with golf because you have to play that much to be good and be consistent and everything else. So what are some of the things you're going to try to work on in the fall and that you want to improve on?
Just hitting the ball, hitting greens. I think if I can hit greens the way I'm putting right now, I think I could make a run at some tournaments and stuff, and just staying with it, just keep getting better.
He's got also a number of good schools and national contending D1 programs that are keeping an eye on Jake, too.
Well, you're all humble about that. You really haven't said anything about that, right?
Just keep playing good. It'll figure itself out.
It'll take care of itself. Well, there you go. Well, good luck this fall season. We'll look forward to catching up with you whenever you get a break. I know you're probably busy, constantly on the road playing tournaments, but we'd love to catch up with you some more, too, and have you guys on again and talk more about how many tournaments you won this fall. So wish you all the best of luck, and we'll catch up with you soon on that, all right?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back with you. More on the Lake Martin Sports Roundup Show right after this.
DHK Tire is Dadeville's full-service garage with personal service from hometown folks you know and trust. DHK Tire can get any style or make of tire you need for any vehicle at great prices. And they also offer used tires for anyone's budget. DHK can handle all your maintenance needs like oil changes, heating and cooling, as well as a full alternator and starter needs. Let your vehicle go all the way at DHK. DHK Tire on South Street in Dadeville.
Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union, is growing, and we want you to grow with us. Our brand new location is going to be opening soon in Alexander City, and we're offering a CD special going on right now. 15-month CD at 1.25%. This is a limited time offer. It's valid at all branches for new money only. Start a new relationship and trust your money and your time with the credit union that truly cares about you. Heritage South Credit Union, coming soon to Alexander City. Heritage South Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Lyman Ward Military Academy is currently accepting applications for fall enrollment, with cadets reporting on August 19th. New drone and STEM programs added to the curriculum for the 2017 and 18 school year. If you're looking for structure, one-on-one academic help, athletic excellence, as well as leadership training, Lyman Ward is the school for you. For more information, visit our website at lwma.org or call our admissions director, Wynn Fletcher, at 256-675-6269.
Why buy your next car from Lynch Nissan of Orange? Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
When you're born, you're really young. You're like 0 years old. My grandma tells me to quit growing up so fast. But what can I do about it? My mom keeps throwing me birthday parties.
Russell Medical, comprehensive care in your corner of the world.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Lake Martin Sports Roundup Show presented by JR Sports Bar and Grill. Want to welcome again Dave Jennings back up here. Another one of your players, Dave. I'll let you introduce him and kind of tell where he's from, then we'll start talking to him a little bit.
Brett, this is Sam Goldisich from Homewood, Alabama. Pretty reasonable golfer, I'd say. No, Sam is in his second year.
Gotta love your coach, right, Sam?
Sam is in the second year playing with us, and no, we're blessed to have him. And Sam's getting some things figured out on the golf course. Well, he has had some things figured out on the golf course for quite some time. He had a great junior resume, and I got a chance to watch him play as a junior, and then since he's been here, he's working hard. And we were talking earlier about Jake. Sam's got some great hopes of playing for some major D1 programs. He's getting some good looks, and so he's got a pretty exciting future going on.
That's good, Sam. Glad to have you up here with us. Talk about how long you've been playing golf. I'll start there because a lot of times we get up here and we have a lot of kids that watch this program and they go, well, man, maybe I'd want to be that guy one day. And so when did you start playing golf?
I started playing around when I was 2.
2 years old.
Yeah, I've been playing for a long time.
He didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice. Dad kind of stuck me out on the golf course.
There you
and
go.
was like, grab this club. I was like, all right.
But it's a sport you obviously love playing.
Yeah, I've always loved playing it. I always enjoyed
So you
practicing.
played at Homewood.
I did.
And then you were recruited here by Coach Jennings to come to CACC. What was it about Central Alabama? Okay, I'm really big into recruiting. We're big into recruiting on this show with football, basketball, and everything. So I think the recruiting world's a fascinating deal, especially when you're a top-notch athlete and you're trying to figure out where it is that you want to go. So tell me how the recruiting process went for you.
Well,
this was a bomb. I swung and missed at him as a senior.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll let Coach tell this story.
Okay, I'll let him. Okay.
Well, he actually, and I thought Sam was going to come. And but then I found out.
Sometimes you swing and
That's right. But then I found out that there were 4,700 Goldisiches that went to Lipscomb University, And
you were fighting an uphill battle.
I was. But I didn't even know I was in a fight. I was just in there punching at air. But, anyway. But Sam goes up there, and because of a glitch in high school transcripts where he actually had there was an English class, he found himself that he was ineligible when he got up there.
Wow.
So This isn't a guy that wants to just sit in the library or just watch the leaves fall by any stretch, you know. And he wasn't able to play and practice with the golf team. So we ended up getting –
that's a sad – I want to stop there because I think that's something that needs to be brought to the forefront a lot. I think that there are more athletes that fall victim to this kind of stuff than we even know about.
Well,
you don't
who
hear
was
those
it that your
stories.
mom helped so much?
El
Toro Freeman, yeah.
Right.
But Sam had already moved and made the move.
It happens
I
all
was
the
already
time.
I was already up there.
Yeah, it does.
Before you discover that there's an
Tie
issue and you're
everything.
not eligible to play,
Right.
I know that can probably be disheartening. And
Well, I'd actually already gotten my bag and everything, uniform,
Wow.
like, shirts and whatnot. And then Coach called me in. He was like, "Hey, surprise! You're not. You can't play golf."
That's a great,
I was like,
great
"Oh."
way to kick things off in college, isn't it?
Yeah, it was tough.
But Sam phoned me. He made the decision. I need to come back and get
my
Central
bearings
Alabama.
straight,
Yeah.
Sure.
So Sam came in, made great grades last year. He had shoulder surgery last year, last fall, so he couldn't play last fall. So he comes out in spring. First tournament he's been able to play in probably in 9 months. He didn't play so hot. Second one he finishes top 5. Third one he wins.
Wow.
So
that's the kind of progression you want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I knew what I knew the potential Sam had, and it just keeps his potential is unlimited. I mean, he's got a good mind for the game. He knows how to hit shots. Sam is just like most guys who are 19, 20 years old can get frustrated, but he doesn't show it. You don't know that he's ready to just chew on bark. But he does a good job of controlling it. But you're going to see Sam probably on the Golf Channel here in a few years.
That's great.
But you'll also see him and Jake playing for some big schools. I have no doubt about that.
Well, Sam, opportunity. Things happen for a reason.
Right.
I'm a firm believer in that, and sometimes when it's happening, it's not the way you thought it would happen. But you have to take a step back, and you can still achieve your goals. You just have to figure out a way to fight through some of that stuff. Perseverance, a life lesson, happens all the time with athletes, especially on the field, on the golf course, whatever it is. So you get an opportunity to come here. You get to play this year for the team, and the history of this program here at Central Alabama. It's a phenomenal program. There's a lot of people out there that love to be able to play for this school. So just talk about the goals and aspirations. When you come to a program like Central Alabama, it's not to just win a couple tournaments, or it's not just maybe I'll get a look at going to a D1 school. The expectations are to win a championship here.
Right. Well, golf is normally an individual sport, but here we really focus on growing as a team and playing as a team. We've got 9 guys that could be in the top 5 at any time. Coming to CACC, it's I obviously had a not too hot of a start, and when I got here, I was still like a little shaken by that whole experience. And then I'd step into fall, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm ready to play now. I end up going to the doctor because my shoulder dislocates and tells me I got to have surgery. So that's another 4 months tacked on. I'm just sitting there like, am I ever going to be able to play? And spring rolled around, and I had a good spring. But I don't know. Coming to CACC, it's been a blessing for me. It really has. I thought I was done, and Coach kind of saved me. And put me on the boat,
I think that's a testament to Coach Jennings, and
yeah.
and then also you kind of fighting through some things and saying that I know it's easy when you just continue to take shots, whether it be an injury or something causes you to be ineligible, or you go out and finally play and you don't play real well. You start to second guess. Well, am I supposed to be doing this? Maybe I need to give this up and try something else. But it's all about determination and what you're willing to fight through, and it kind of makes you a better player. It makes you a better person, but it makes you a better player on the course.
Everybody gets pitched an inside curve. And to see if the guy's going to be in the going to be in the batter's box that next pitch. And let me tell you what, Sam's in there. He's got his nose buried in what he wants to do and where he wants to go. And he's got a good plan. he doesn't meet a stranger. So, he's making my job as trying to get these guys to move on a lot easier because he's not above calling Coach Sewell, at Alabama or
Sure.
any of these places that he aspires to go to. But just like this last tournament, the week before he was hitting it a little sketchy. He was chipping it a little sketchy. He was putting it a little sketchy. Didn't know what, Then we show up for the golf tournament. We're in miserable conditions.
Hurricane.
Yeah. And here comes this kid, and the only guy that beats him is a homebody to the golf course up there. And Sam finishes third in the tournament. I'm sorry, finishes third in the tournament, but had 2 rounds under par. Had one iffy round, but he held it together. Really bad round. He could have let that go. That bad round, but he made, there's good 75s and bad 75s. That was a good 75. Yes, sir.
Well, in golf, Dave's already is probably one of the most tough mental sports there is. I mean, it already can mess with you. You can go out there on, one occasion and just, you're like, can I bottle this up? If I could just do this every time, and you feel like you go out there and do the same thing and you spray it all over the course, it can already mess with you that way as it is.
Right.
All sports are mental, and just like you see in football kickers, you can say a guy that just seems automatic, and then one bad kick and he starts to second guess himself.
Very much like a kicker. So, because you have all that time in there to think. And you can say, woe is me, or golly, can I get a break?
Such
or,
a competitive sport
because
you're competing against the conditions,
you're competing
the course,
against your teammates, too.
People on the team, opponents, and yourself.
Right.
Trying to make a decision what you think is, going to be best for you. But, Sam, here before we close out of the segment, we're glad that you're here at CACC, and I know you're excited for the season, the fall, kind of get you guys revved up for the spring, and I know you're looking forward to a good spring.
I sure am. We'll hopefully give a good run in the national championship in the spring and see what we can't do in the fall.
If we can bring number 7 home.
Yeah, number 7 would be nice.
That'd be a good tasting, yeah.
Well, Dave, thanks for bringing both these guys up here tonight.
Proud of them.
We're going to have you guys on a lot more on this program. We want to keep everybody in tune and in touch with Central Alabama Community College athletics as a whole. It's a great athletic college, a lot of accolades that everybody here should own and be proud of. Thanks, guys. Appreciate
thank
it so
you.
much. Always glad to have you up here, Dave.
Good to see you, Brett.
Good luck to you guys this year, okay?
You bet. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much. Stay tuned. More of the Lake Martin Sports Roundup coming your way right after this.
And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh.
You can count on the caring team at Brown Nursing and Rehabilitation. Our services include physical, speech, and occupational therapy. Brown Nursing and Rehabilitation, 256-329-9061.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control company for a generation, and now we're proud to announce our new name, EnviroCare. You can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs, and EnviroCare's exclusive Sentricon termite colony elimination system that provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. The EnviroCare Sentricon termite protection protects your home year-round. Call the professionals of EnviroCare throughout Central East Alabama. Call for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
Ready to put some fun in your life? Whether it's Central or East Alabama, North Alabama, West Georgia, or wherever you're from, Fun Carts of Opelika is your authorized E-Z-Go cart dealer that has no limits on a perfect E-Z-Go cart. Whether it's a fully customized cart or stock-made cart, we'll deliver it on time and at the best price. Fun Carts gives you the service after the sale, so no matter if it's hunting, tailgating, motorhoming, fleet rental, or just a better way to get around, Fun Carts of Opelika has it and will customize it to your needs. Visit us in Opelika or call us or visit online for the best E-Z-Go carts. Put a little fun in your life with Fun Carts of Opelika.
Lake Area Realty is Lake Martin's Century 21 real estate company that proudly serves all the Lake Martin area. Rhonda Gaskin and her staff of caring professional realtors offers full sales for buyers and sellers in the area and can even help you with finding rentals or managing your current property. Whether it's your dream lake home, waterfront property, area family home in town, or just a starter home, Lake Area Realty can handle it all and advise you on all your needs. Buying and selling real estate is important to the professionals at Century 21. Lake Area Realty are your friends in real estate. Call or visit lakearearealty.net.
Okay, so the new Ford F-150 with its high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body just blew the doors off the competition. Now it's time to blow their tailgates off, too, by adding the new, more powerful next-generation 3.5-liter EcoBoost engine and an all-new 10-speed transmission, cranking out more power and acceleration, more efficiency at the pump, and the most torque of any half-ton pickup. This is the Ford F-150. Boom.
At the Medicine Shop, we're dedicated to the idea that quality pharmacy care means more than just prompt prescriptions. When you come to the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, you'll be able to count on dependable care from a knowledgeable pharmacist. The Medicine Shop is the only compounding pharmacy in the area, and we offer the shingles vaccine year-round. Bring your prescriptions by the drive-thru on Airport Drive in Alex City, or input them online at www.medicineshop.com, or call them at 256-215-8014. The Medicine Shop, caring beyond prescriptions.
Welcome back, everyone. Final segment here on the Lake Martin Sports Roundup Show. Adam, great guest up here. Hagen Vickers with the Lady General softball program. Her, it's got to be special for her to play for them, and then now to come back and be the coach. I mean, that's got to be pretty doggone cool.
Yeah, and that's why I was asking her about. I was like, that's kind of surprising. Like, did you ever see yourself going in that path or going down that road? And she's really excited. I didn't realize that her mom was a head coach, too.
She sure was.
So she's bringing a lot of experience with her and someone she can kind of bounce off of and everything,
That's
too,
right.
for answers. So I feel like that program's in good hands.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And Brandon Bynum, who was a great softball player in school and in college at Central Alabama Community College, had played at Dayville. Now she's going to be going up to Horseshoe Bend to help her out as their assistant. That's two really good coaches. If my daughter were playing softball, I'd love for her to play for two ladies like them. So glad to have Hagen on. Glad to have Coach Jennings, a couple players on, Jake and Sam up here. And, a lot of people don't understand that this community is their home for 2 years. They come here from all different places. And we talk local sports on this program. We forget a lot of times about Central Alabama Community College. We get caught up in the high school part of it. But we have a special program here at Central Alabama Community College that people just really, to me, don't get to see a lot. And the accolades that they have as far as achievements and national championships and things, it's really a jewel to have that college here.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was going to say, too, is you not just don't have just the programs, that you have all the championships and everything else that comes along, whether it's tennis, golf, softball,
they got the hardware,
baseball, whatever. So I mean, it's really nice having those guys on here. So I was interested talking to the golf team too, just because of how much practice. And I guess the main word, too, is consistency that it takes to play at that level, because there's been some pros come through this program.
A lot of pros play.
So, I mean, it's not like they're just coming here and playing golf for a year or two. These guys are really, really good, and they have the opportunity to go on and try to get on the tour or play at a Major 4-year, and these guys are here doing the same thing.
That's why I encourage people to look them up, come watch them, because you never know, they may be a future Masters champion up here.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
you never know, and that's a cool thing. Great times. Thank you for all that you do, as always. Glad to be up here with you. We'll wrap it up here from JR Sports Bar and Grill. We'll be back with you next time. Stay tuned. More of the Sports Blitz programming coming your way right after this.
Now is the best time to see the good guys the locals know, Alex City Marine. With last year being our best year yet, Landau Pontoons has increased Alex City Marine's allocation of Landaus for the 17 season. Our Suzuki outboard selections are at an all-time high. Alex City Marine is now also Lake Martin's exclusive Manitou pontoon dealer, with a full line of the luxurious Manitou Tri-Tune with patented V-Tune technology for top performance. Get the best selection now of Landau and Manitou pontoons. Alex City Marine, Lake Martin.
At A&M Plumbing, you can count on us for dependable, quality service. Our staff is professional, neat, clean, and courteous. We're a fully licensed and insured plumbing company. Call on A&M Plumbing for any plumbing, sewer, or septic problems. We provide a comprehensive line of plumbing repair and installation services to keep your home's plumbing systems in top order. When you need plumbing service, call on the professionals at A&M Plumbing. Service at its best, when you need it most.
Whether it's a walk-off home run, a game-winning touchdown, or a buzzer beater, make sure Jay's Sports Grill is in your lineup. Located in downtown Sylacauga and a short drive from Highway 280, Jay's has the food you're looking for. Whether it's wings, fingers, burgers, or salads, they have it all. Come bring your family for a great meal, come hang out with your friends for the big game, or call them at 256-207-0700 to place your order. Make sure Jay's Sports Grill is in your lineup.